was actually going to praise DRX for locking in the Gnar, because Seraphine Scion is free win territory, right? Like, that is just very scary. However, Gnar does very well into Scion in the lane, but what T1 have done, they've gone and just picked the Scion into the Gnar anyway without having the Seraphine payoff on top of it. This is going to give them, you know...
You're jumping into a Xayah with Clench and Feather Storm and a Seraphine.
Yeah.
That's not good, Atlas, and I feel like this is a repeat of game number... Oh, early angle from Cuzz here.
Yeah, looking to try and go aggressive. Is going to wrap all the way around. You can see Bao and Becca not getting wind of this just yet as the crashdown comes through. Carrier with a really nice stun spear. Not going to connect, but Bao still taking a lot of damage. The empowered pounce and the ignite going to come in, but the answering kill is there for Bao, as that is some feathers from the grave. The rel from being denied and will be successful in that one. Carrier can crash down as well. He's going to flash on in. You were talking about the lack of flash. Certainly going to be important as Faker finds the abscond, but able to body block is Becca, so Bao will survive this time.
Defensive play has been super good from DRX. Every time that T1 go for a big play, you see the defensive Rakan play, making it so much harder to actually execute well on the play. Sokai's ultimate.
Yeah, does actually find it here onto Faker. The beat drop's going to connect as well, and Faker, you can't Kingslayer enough out of that one. The watch out Eve is not going to be watched out of. He stayed alive, right? Bao didn't get so lucky as Carrier going to find the Attract Repel stump. There's the flash on in from Kyoshik. It's a very sleepy Rel, and they're looking to try and take her down. No flash available. Becca secures it. Better than the early game of game one, and that was also very good.
The more I think about it, the more I like the Xayah Rakan as well, because they provide you with a lot of threats. Faker.
Yeah, Becker is actually rotating in. The Encore just going to 100% miss as Cuzz looking for it one more time. Very dead is the Gnar as Faker's just going to teleport out. Says goodbye to everyone. And now he's backing on the top side of the...
Heal from Rakan, the synergy that those two have. Guardian is still up. This is not an easy dive for T1. Feather Storm Cleanse, all available.
Well, there's a change to corruption as the crashdown says goodbye to the Rakan. You said it's...
What?
Did that look difficult? It just didn't look that difficult to me, I'm not going to lie. As now Faker finds a Feather Storm. He'll be able to answer Bao, but not before he kills him. Throws that one out. The feathers go a little bit further away, but he can't recall them anyway, so he doesn't even mind, as that's a big old Gnar into the wall. But you can see this. He does manage to grab the kill onto Canna, but now that's a very angry zombie that's looking for him, and Faker will pick this one up. I don't know how they do it, Chronicler, but T1, they found this mid-game skirmish. And let's see whether this can help them snowball.
They still don't have a gold lead. Benefits from finding the all-ins, finding the messy, extended fights, not a straight-up 5v5, but more fight one person, fight two more people, get an ultimate, and keep that going for as long as you can.
Oh, Becca pops! What the heck was that? Oh no, but the Encore is going to connect onto Teddy. He's going to be taken down. Solka answers very nicely, and now Kingen into position. Bowling ball blocked by a minion. A little bit, to be perfectly honest, this series. The train's going to come on forward. The engage from Becca comes out first now, as Canna is actually going to be able to disengage very effectively, but Carrier gets denied his all in. That's a huge Encore as Becca going to go down first, but Kingen says, Canna, you can do it. I can do it too. Canna gets into the back line, not quite able to get the work done. Double kill for Pyoshik now, as this is the DRX team fighting comp. Faker now looking for his ability to get in. Does manage to land it. Kingslayer goes down as well, but he's extraordinarily low and will be taken out by Kingen. Cuzz and Canna now trying to do what they can. It's closer than it could have been, but Canna should be taken out. The damage threats are now gone for T1. And Solka is just a disgusting heal battery, able to keep everyone alive.
You see the value coming out there in the long fights, even though T1 gets so close, right? Faker does little skirmishes, these mechanical moments at the end very well, as Kingen goes in and stays alive no matter what. Carrier.
Yeah, still looking for more as the Encore is going to come down just onto Carrier. He has a stopwatch. We'll see whether he can keep himself alive. Doesn't, of course, have his flash available, and the Rel is just going to fall down. The train comes through again as Canna tries to split up this fight, but now Cuzz is in trouble. Pyoshik just toying with him in his jungle, and now DRX with 5 members look to move towards the Baron, and jungle is almost dead, right? Cuzz cannot actually get back here unless he can primally surge about 100 times.
Yeah, needs to try and heal up. Fortunately, there is the threat of a Mega Gnar. There is still a front line, but can Cuzz get to the Baron here?
Well, it's not quite 100, so I think I may have exaggerated there. As you can see, the Baron going down to about 2.5. We could just be flipping it here as DRX still on it. And that is going to be secured by Pyoshik. T1 now moving out of the area. Carrier, he's respawned, but there's no way he's getting to any sort of fight. Intelligent for T1 to actually just... And the slower DRX play this, the smarter they are, as Bao is going to be tagged by that Q. Spear just pops in! What the hell was that? What? Okay, I guess that... I mean, maybe that's how you win. That's the counter siege. Do you know what you do? You one-shot people with your spears.
It's
what?
Bao as well.
It just keeps working, but you know eventually it ain't going to. I just don't know when it's not going to. If Cuzz does stuff like this. Oh my goodness.
Look at that health bar. It's again, I said
it's
this.
Not the fastest of Barons necessarily. As Teddy does finally get on over. But yeah, like, how do you even get here?
But
yes,
it might
get
trade for soul.
Well, let's see whether Canna can actually stop them from getting on in. This Baron is just dead. And now they have to try and get out of the area. The sleep comes through. There's the grand entrance. As Canna tries to help him, another spear going to find a victim as the Scion's taken down. Faker also dies very early, and now Teddy is by himself. He'll be taken out. And now T1 need to try and save the Barons. This is going to be Cloud Soul. Split pushing very nicely, though, as you can see. He doesn't even have a Baron, but it is just a little bit too scary here as that's kind of getting snared up. Now Kingin looking for a little bit, but that tower already falls, and Sulker is getting chunked down. Faker, Kingslayering on top of Kingin here as the quickness is stolen away. He gets gnawed into the wall. Faker can still go golden, but he just doesn't. Oh no!
Teleport flank isn't really available here.
When these piercing arrows hit, man, like this is where it's dangerous. And Kingin says no, Teddy! Immediately, QSS flash to get himself out. The Encore is good, but Canna is tanking everything. Still, it is going to most likely be the end of his life. No, he gets himself the shield and just takes the train to safety. Turret not going to be so lucky, though, as the second inhibitor turret falls. Okay, that is the cleanse having to be used, or the QSS, sorry. Onto Teddy as Kingin only finds one with the ultimate, and now you've got Canna finding that backline. Teddy pretty much zoned away from this one, though, with Bao just fighting this one front to back. And Kingin is deciding on his way of taking this victory. Sulker gonna have to walk on back as Teddy finds a few autos, a few piercing arrows. But as you can see, DRX take control of the area. They take their pick, and they get all of the heals as well.
Look at those health bars, Atlas. You might think there's a cloud or an ocean soul rather in this game. Absolutely not. There's just Seraphine coming into full force. Not ultimate available for Faker. This needs to be a hero play that I've ever seen. Otherwise, you're not going to make it here.
I've seen this from Faker before. We've all seen this from Faker before, but this is in a 4v5 with this level of compositional gap. And that is going to be the Baron secured for DRX. He finds some way of buying time. Kingin looking to deny. The Chains of Corruption do connect, and now the train is drifting forward, but misses. Actually crashes a little bit too early there. But T1 do have control of this area. Can they steal away the Elder Drake? It just goes down to Bao. Picks up the double. Faker's already dead. Becker steals the last one. DRX will win game 2. And I thought this was a pretty comfy way to get a 3-0 for T1. But DRX have done it. They found the draft. They found the final team fight, and despite it not necessarily looking convincing, in the end it will be DRX tying up the series.
And in game number 1, you get away with it, Atlas. And in game number 2, you get appropriately punished.
Absolutely.
Seraphine makes it through the draft, and DRX show why this team is in the playoffs in the first place. Yes, we did not see this DRX for the second round. Sure thing. But when it comes to playoffs, the only thing that matters is how you're playing right now. And right now, it's 1-1.